be a very exciting grand finals coming up for us. But if you're thinking about, hey, what is this all going on? I didn't realize there was this much interest in MGE. I didn't realize there was this much passion. Well, of course, this is all being done by MGE.tf. And they've been doing so many amazing things in the community over the past a few months now, maybe like 6, 7, 8 months. I don't know how long it's been going on, but it's going on for a little bit now. And they've been doing 1v1 tournaments, 2v2 tournaments, which we actually saw Kobe win the 2v2 with Logan versus Alav and another European player who I'm forgetting the name of. It's kind of escaping me. Fancy, thank you, production, siyo, versus Fancy. And they were able to win that. And they've been investing a lot of effort into the scene, obviously, with the money, but just in terms of the passion that they bring for this game mode, for MGE, something that some people might overlook just in their attempts to get better at sixes or Highlander or something like that. But they're really diving in deep. And it's a really cool things to see because it's these things that really drive the community forward. And someone who is going to be able to talk to us a little bit about that is Neptune. Neptune, thank you so much for everything that you've done so far. And I think you've got some words of MGE wisdom that you'd like to impart on our crowd.
Yeah, thanks for the intro. Thanks for casting this event so far. Yeah, I mean, 1v1 this is definitely our biggest event to date. We've been running this for a year and a half now. But yeah, 1v1 is only half of the event, like the format we do. We also run 2v2. We've ran a lot of 2v2 cups. And so we actually just had our first 2v2 season over in Europe. We had some divisions. We had Premier, Intermediate, and Open. And so like if you scroll down, you can see all the teams that signed up. So this was just a 2v2 MGE league with 8 weeks of matches. And yeah, there's about, if you like scroll all the way down, you can see all the Open teams in Premier. So yeah, we had like Fancy and Ryan and TF2L, QB and Nevo. And so yeah, this is just something that we're also trying to grow into North America. And we just did an intro season in Europe, and it went really good. And yeah, the players loved it. It's definitely a bit different than 1v1. You have the team coordination, but yeah, I just wanted to show off this 2v2 league. Definitely, like we try to do 1v1 and 2v2 events. That's what MGE is. Yeah, I don't know if you guys followed the 2v2 league at all. It was mainly Europe.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I saw some of the I think one of the matches last week. But yeah, no, it's incredible stuff. And I mean, what you guys have been doing for this scene is just really, really cool. So yeah, if you're maybe watching from across the pond and you're like, this North American stuff is great. And we did have a lot of international competition. We had Ixie, we had Silva, we had Rico. So kind of all the major scenes outside of Asia Fortress being kind of represented here. So if you're, across in Europe, you guys are also doing a lot of great stuff over in Europe as well with the 2v2 stuff. But I guess you got the 2v2 coming up. Anything else that you want to kind of like hype up or get people excited for?
I mean, honestly, our next upcoming events would be the next 2v2 season, whenever that is. So stay tuned for that. We'll be running in North America and Europe. So yeah, just stay tuned for that, and we'll try to keep running these events for the community. There hasn't really been like actual MGE competition, and I know 1v1 can like sometimes like you can have bad actors that deteriorate the gameplay, but I mean, we've seen really fair gameplay, and the matches have been amazing. I've loved watching them today even, and yeah, even 2v2 as well. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. So let's get into this grand finals.
I am so hyped.
I'm pretty hyped too. I'm super excited to see the Kobe Yumyum showdown. It's not even a showdown. It's also a rematch. This is like the showdown of the century. This is what everybody came here for. This is for all the marbles. Everything is on the line here. Yumyum is looking to walk away with $2,000. Kobe's looking to walk away with $2,000, and only one of them can do it. Somebody's got to go with half of that amount. And I honestly think it's a toss-up. Yumyum's had a lot of time to keep grinding and keep playing, but you can only do so many, long hauls of MGE. You can only play MGE all day, so many times. I do think Yumyum is at the disadvantage solely because they have been playing for so long. And Kobe has had a lot of time to just sit back, relax, and chill for a little while we wait for this final match to have begun. But things are situated now, and at this point, we are just waiting for things to get ready. I mean, I honestly don't know what to expect for this matchup. I don't know how close it's going to be. Obviously, I'm hoping for a 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 for every map because that is the absolute closest you can get it. But I don't know. Regardless of what happens, this is going to be probably the best MGE 1v1 that we'll see for a good bit, or at least until the next World Championship.
No, I definitely 100% agree. It is going to be down to the wire. Kobe1920 versus Yumyum. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that number in his name and a few 1920s. Maybe he got that because he was able to just win as so clutchly so many times, 19-20, and he just clutches it out and is able to get out on top. So hopefully that'll be the case if you're a Kobe fan. And if you're a Yumyum fan, you're going to be hoping that he's eating good tonight and is going to be able to do better than his previous attempt in the upper bracket final, where he was facing off against Kobe, wasn't able to quite make it stick, and got sent down to the lowers. And these guys, we've seen it so far in this tournament. They've got impeccable aim, immaculate movement, just insane DM from top to bottom. It's just going to be, it should be a fight for the ages.
Yeah, 100% I agree. I mean, like I said, this is going to be one of the biggest fights for the MGE.tf, like just any tournament that they host until the next one, I would assume. Maybe we'll see a Kobe1920 and a Yumyum rematch in the next World Championship. We could have the reigning champion, the the man defending his belt while someone tries to take it away from him. And I mean, it would only make sense if something like that were to happen, that it would be Yumyum and Kobe fighting each other in the grands yet again. But looking a little too far ahead into the future for that, I think we got to focus on the matter at hand, which is the first ever World Championship. Still Kobe and Yumyum facing off against each other, but we have to see who gets the belt in the first place here.
Yeah, we do have to see who gets the belt. And I know we've said it a little bit, but just to sink it in, the winner of this MGE fight is going to be getting $2,000. And if $1,000 gets you a half-eaten Big Mac, I'm sure that 2,000 should definitely get you the full Big Mac. Maybe not the fries. Maybe you got to pay a little bit extra for that. Let's come on. But it's a bit of money to take home, and a $1,000 difference. I'm sure once we get down to the final stages, we can say how much money each shot is worth, how much money each click of your mouse is actually worth, which is an insane thing to try and comprehend when you're just going in onto your MG and you're just trying to battle it out. So I'm sure once it gets down to the wire, I mean, I've never seen, going into lands, I've never seen Kobe look nervous. He always just looks cool, calm, and collected. So I'm sure he'll be that the whole way through. And Yumyum, he's done this so many times. I mean, he literally did a 24-hour MGE stream And we already said how we saw it at the beginning. We went to sleep, and then we came back still MGing, and he didn't even look winded, man. It was just just another casual, just like easy day for Yumyum. So both of these guys have got MGE running through their blood. So I think it's gonna be very exciting to see who gets out on top.
Yeah, I mean, like we said with that previous match between Higher and Yumyum, whoever wins this is very, very deserving of it. And even more so now. Both of these players have slugged through the entire bracket, 1v1 after 1v1 after 1v1, playing countless maps, getting countless frags, reaching 20. I mean, so many times at this point. And I think once this is over, they can both breathe a hefty sigh of relief. And regardless of what they walk home with, somebody's walking home with 1K at the bare minimum. It's $1,000 in your pocket, all for you. Nobody else is getting that. That's 1,000 clams for you. So whoever wins this is very deserving of it. Whoever gets the 2,000, 100% deserves the 2,000.
Oh yeah. Definitely does deserve, as we maybe there's a little special person coming in here with the steel chair out of nowhere. It's the MGE moderator.
Oh my goodness.
God. Oh my god, final boss MGE moderator. Jeez, like I mean, listen, that guy looks absolutely just buff cracked out of his mind. Like, listen, if you want to get swole, if you want to get gains, be like the MG moderator, play MGE.tf. That's how you do it.
Everybody wants to be the MGE moderator. That guy's the #1 rated in the world. He's got like 6,000 elo. Actually unbeatable. Nobody's been recorded beating the MGE moderator in history. For as long as MGE has existed, the MGE moderator has been lurking in the shadows, picking off the high elo players one by one. he feeds on their power. He feeds on their souls. When he takes them away in a 20-0 fight, he feeds on that power.
Is he like the Batman? You know, he like lurks in the shadows and just like takes them down. You know what I mean?
If anyone gets over 2,500 elo, he just like appears in front of you. It's like an apparition. Only you and other people with 2,500 plus elo can see him.
They say he's the ghost of Waka Flocka Flame. They say he's the spirit of MGE Mike. Who is this man? We don't know.
Every MGE arena is personalized, and the MGE moderator is behind each and every single one. And I don't know if we have a Gamba set up in the chat. I think we do. So if you want to throw some channel points toward your prediction of who's going to win the grand finals, you still got 15 minutes and 26 seconds to get a prediction thrown in there. You can absolutely still get some of your Gamba on if that's what you want to do.
Oh.
And we are slowly but surely, we are all filing into the server, getting a few back-end things swept up nice and tidy, getting it all ready for the grand final coming your way very, very, very soon. We promise. We won't make you wait too much longer. You will get to see Kobe and Yumyum duke it out eventually in due time. But good things are worth waiting for. You know, you got to have a little bit of patience.
Yep, is worth waiting for. As a just all of us loading in to see this final battle, and it's going to be the same as the others in the playoffs. It's going to be a best of three. So best of three on each respective map, and then it's going to be best of three in terms of the map total. So Kobe is waiting patiently over on Badlands mid, and I am going to be interested to see how Kobe has to adapt if we do get to ammo mod. Last time they played, we didn't get that far. Kobe was able to take it in two, but Yumyum joys on to Badlands mids, and this is it. This is the grand finals. kobe1920 versus Yumyum, fighting for $1,000 between them. $2,000 for the winner, $1,000 for second in the MGE.tf 1v1 World Championship. And already we have a tie game. Kobe hiding over in the house. And I think this might be where we start to see a little bit of those MGE shenanigans, as every kill, every shot matters so much more, Eki. Oh, that's a nice air shot.
Goodness, like you said, everything matters so much more in this grand final. You're competing for a much larger sum of money. And again, it's all for you to do what you please with it. So really, these guys are, goodness gracious, these guys are trying to leave it all on the field. They're not going to pull any punches. I know we've been saying that for a while, but it seems like now is the time for people to just not hold anything back. Every strategy needs to come out if you feel like you are struggling, if you feel like you need to change something, if you feel like you need to adapt. Yumyum 2 points behind Kobe here, and now 3 points. And looks like Kobe having a easier time than maybe some of us thought he would, as he, oh my goodness.
Dude, Kobe is just so good. It is 9-6, 6-9 at the moment. Kobe with the long range rocket gonna be able to take him down 10-6, 11-6, and the man is an absolute beast. Oh, that upward direct is so nasty. Onto Yumyum, 12-6. And he's just making it look easy, even though we know that it's not. We've seen how good Yumyum is all throughout this tournament. We've seen the competitor that he is 14-6, but Kobe is just absolutely going and going, and he is not stopping. 16-6. That's an amazing rocket, dude.
Oh my
He's
God,
just like
Kobe!
It's the kobe1920 show, and you gotta hope Yumyum is gonna be able to find some way to respond, but 18-6 on the first map, it's not looking good.
It is not looking good for this first round. 19-6. Yumyum could mop up a kill here, just barely does. Makes it not a 20-6 loss if they do end up losing. Will put up an 8th kill, but instantaneously sent to the abyssal plane. It is the Kobe show, and we are all just guests in his star performance. And oh my goodness, right off the bat, an explosive, quite literally explosive kill from Kobe. Score tied up 1-1. Yumyum able to respond to it, but Kobe finding another. Yumyum spawns behind him, does get some damage out, crouches under that rocket, manages to avoid the spam. Tied up again, 2-2. Nobody has the lead so far. Kobe takes himself down with his own rocket. I don't know if he tried to jump away or maybe just realized that fight wasn't worth. Yumyum very weak. Kobe ties it up 3-3. So far we've seen trade after trade after trade, and I'm wondering if that momentum is going to keep up.
It might keep up, and that's going to be a little bit better for Yumyum, keeping it a lot closer than he did in the first one, and maybe he's just got to adapt to what Kobe has got to offer, and it's a lot for Yumyum to try and handle. Hopefully we can be able to do it, as they can be able to get another one on to Kobe. 6-4 at the moment. Going to be playing over on the low ground, jumps up from behind. Is going to be able to get that one on to Kobe. Jumps over from the porch, over, going to be hiding around the cargo. He gets it with the, he just instantly pops and locks him. No movements are unnecessary for him. Everyone is extremely calculated as Yumyum. Oh my God, that's an amazing little air shot onto him. 7-7. And I know we're talking about how good Kobe is, and he is really good, but Yumyum is doing a lot better. He's managing to stay in it, and he is trying his utmost darndest to take it to Kobe. 8-8 tie game, as he just locks him up. He just makes it look so easy.
He's like a robot, man. Are we sure this isn't like a deep learning AI that's like mastered all of the fundamentals of TF2? Because every time he pops Yumyum up, it's instinct. He probably doesn't even think about it. He just quick switches and he blasts him. Yumyum is gone as soon as he's thrown up into the air. Kobe has immediately taken that lead back, and they are, I don't even know what to say anymore. Yumyum is only behind by 3, but 3 points behind at this point is just, it's a little too much to be behind by. You have to try and keep it in an at least 2-point or 1-point game, and Yumyum is able to claw their way back into those margins, could potentially tie it up with a kill onto Kobe here. Are they going to be able to land the final shots? Yes, they will. Kobe beefs the shotgun blast, and Yumyum will find the pistol kill. Kobe going for some more shotgun kills. Yumyum is very weak, literally on 5 HP, gets taken down by the shotgun. 14-13, now 14-14. Yumyum finds another kill, ties it up. This is far closer than the previous game was, and I think more of the matches we see tonight against these two are going to be just like this.
Just like this. It'd be very great if that is the case, but Kobe once again taking the lead 16-14, 17-14. As soon as he gets Yumyum up into the sky, he's just able to track him down with that shotgun. Yumyum playing the low ground, getting Kobe down very weak, goes in for the kill, is going to be able to get it 18-15. Still doable for him, gets blasted up on top onto the high ground, but Kobe with the shotgun takes him down. Now Kobe one away from taking this first map. He's very weak. Yumyum going to be able to get that 19-16, and as Kobe tries to track him down, Yumyum very weak. They're both very weak. Yumyum very low, and he's gonna be taken down. Kobe immediately switches over to Via as we go in onto map 2.
Yeah, this is looking rough for Yumyum, I should say. Kobe took Badlands in a clean 2-0 sweep. Yumyum didn't get the chance to put any rounds on that map on the board, but right now, Yumyum is up 2-0. Now only up by 1, but that is still a nice lead to have. You want to keep your margins small, and, well, I guess if you're winning, you want to keep them large, so Kobe's going to try and pressure forward to keep the margins small, but is struggling right now, and I think this is kind of the pattern we've seen a lot on Product, regardless of who's playing. Soldier has a rough time at first, but most of the time they tend to lock in towards the latter half of the game, so we'll have to see if that same pattern continues with Kobe and Yumyum here. But for the time being, it is 2-6, potentially could be 2-7 if Yumyum can land this final pistol shot, and they switch to the scatter to pick up the kill. It is 2-7.
Yeah, I think the highest lead that Yumyum has had so far, obviously Kobe gets one, makes it 3-7, but Yumyum looking a lot better on Viaduct than he did on Badlands mid. Going to be able to take Kobe down, bad health with the pistol, whips it out, is going to be able to connect with that one. Kobe, really great rockets and just quick switching there to take down Yumyum. He goes up high into the sky, and Yumyum looking so much better as a, I mean, listen, I don't have a preference on who wins the whole thing overall, but I would like to see Yumyum win this Viaduct one, because that means we go to a map 3, and I'd be so interested to see how Kobe does without the secondary and just only primary. But for that to happen, Yumyum does have to win here on Viaduct, and he's looking a lot better, 7-11, as a Yumyum tries to make it quick. It's going to be able to run in over on the high ground, makes it 7-12.
Yeah, now 7-13. Yumyum is just piling on the kills. 8-13 now. Looks like Kobe is trying to keep himself anything. Goodness, is trying to keep himself anywhere but further than 5 points out, and he is struggling at the moment. 7 points behind, now 6. Has to mop up a few extra kills. Nice rocket to juggle up Yumyum. Will make it 10-15. 5 points away. Needs to just put up a few more kills, and it looks like he could be able to. 11-15. 4 away now. They have to try and just slowly pressure their way forward, get themselves into the lead. Pops up Yumyum, isn't quite able to find the shotgun that is necessary, though. Probably will find it on this mid here. 13-16, down by 3 points, and it's not looking too great for Kobe, but there is absolutely plenty of time left. Still 3 kills that Yumyum needs to get before he can win. It's a 2-point deficit for Kobe, very easily closable if he can land these shots. Beefs the rocket though. 2 points for Yumyum here, as Yumyum is looking to close this one out. But Kobe is just trying to look and find their way back in the lead, close the gap. 19-15, Yumyum is probably going to take this one away, as Kobe is very weak, and Yumyum will win the first round of Product.
Yumyum going to be able to win that, but he needs to do it again as we go in on the second round of the second map. Kobe going to get the early round this time, as Yumyum just trying to dodge all of that rockets and all of the spam headed his way from Kobe, trying to connect as much damage as he possibly can to guarantee us a third map, gets another one onto Kobe, going in for the high ground, going in super close, just trying to get into his face, but Kobe has a rocket to the feet to protect him from that one. Oh my god, Yumyum. That's the thing about the shotgun quick switch. If you connect it with the rocket, you can just absolutely melt a scout if you shoot it right at their feet, and you get a nice good shotgun as well, because Yumyum immediately melted down to 3 in a moment's notice with that one, as Kobe doing really well to get back the lead, 5-3. Yumyum does respond, but I mean, when Kobe just hits shots like that and is just so quick with it and so consistent, it is so difficult to really do anything against that.
Yeah, it is very, very hard to try and find a window of opportunity when you're facing that. But I think at this point, that's a little in the past here. Kobe is just pressuring forward. Yumyum is slowly finding a few picks, getting them on the board, but Kobe has, I think, decided to fully lock in, and they don't want to keep this going for too long. I mean, right now, it is 11:45 on the East Coast. If this goes to a map 3, we go into Monday morning MGE, which I guess isn't the worst thing ever, but that definitely goes pretty late, and these players probably want to go to bed. This is a best of 3 in a best of 3. So if Yumyum wins this, we move on to a third map. Or if Yumyum wins 2 more rounds. Or no, they won the first round here, I believe, no? I'm so lost. I'm so tired.
Yumyum won the first map on Badlands. Kobe won the first map on Badlands, and then Yumyum won the first round of... Oh my god, amazing air shot from kobe1920. Yumyum won the first round of the second... Oh my god, another amazing air shot. As soon as you try and say anything, Kobe's like, nah, watch this air shot instead. And I mean, they're great air shots, so can't... Oh my god, he's just so good, dude. Okay, so... we've got one more round here on Viaduct Middle, I believe. I think Yumyum didn't quite know that.
Duking it out here, I think, maybe. Maybe Yumyum wasn't aware. I think Yumyum and Kobe are duking it out here. But they're dialed in here. Kobe is looking to close out product here, as just needs one more win to do so. And if he can make that happen, he's going to walk away with a hefty chunk of change.
Hefty chunk of change for whoever wins this one. And this is a must-win for Yumyum, because if Yumyum doesn't win this, kobe1920 is going to be our winner. So this is Yumyum's time in the tourney, his chance of winning that $2,000 on the line. If Kobe wins this, he is going to be the world champion MGE Lord for this MGE.tf tournament. And he's doing so well with that long-range rocket. Going to be able to tie it up 6-6. Yumyum coming in close. Has Kobe down to 50 health. Going to be able to connect that scattergun shot. And then once again onto a new life. Kobe trying to go for the air shot. Not going to be able to find it. Trying to track. Doesn't find him. Yumyum gets the kill. Going to be 8-6.
7-8 now, as Kobe is able to mop up another kill. It is 1 point within tying distance for Kobe, and that is what he's looking for. Nice shot. Going to be able to take down Yumyum and tie up the score. Probably going to die here as Yumyum slowly pressures. Oh, never mind. Goodness gracious. Kobe taking the lead there. Should have been dead to rights, but Yumyum just beefing. 10-8. Kobe the first one to hit double-digit score in this round. 11-8 now. 3-point lead for Kobe. Now 4. They knock Yumyum away. They force Yumyum to play from a distance where Kobe can thrive and Yumyum suffers. Yumyum is able to get that pistol kill down. 3-point deficit now. 9 points for Yumyum, 12 for Kobe. It could change though. 10 for Yumyum now, as we slowly inch closer to what could be the end of the first ever MGE World Championship.
It could be if Kobe's able to close it out here, but Yumyum definitely still has a shot. Kobe is just doing so well. Yumyum trying to fight his hardest as Kobe only 5 points away, and 5 behind him is Yumyum at 10. As Kobe hits himself a little bit with the splash damage on the rock, and Yumyum's going to say thank you very much. Oh my god!
Wow.
It's just insane stuff from kobe1920, and he's just got these spawns locked and loaded. He's just sitting here on the point. He is the king of the castle. He is 2 away from winning $2,000, being able to claim himself the best MGEer in the scene at the moment. As a Yumyum rushes in with the pistol, gonna be able to get 2 in response, but it is just so close, and you gotta think maybe Yumyum a day late and $1 short as Kobe gets another one. He's at 19. 1920 is the name. Can he make it 20? Can he fulfill the prophecy? Not on that one. Yumyum with the pistol going in close. Kobe with the rockets. Yumyum just rushing around. He knows it's on the line with an amazing direct. Kobe.
So read to end it all. Kobe1920 walking away with $2,000 in the first ever 1v1 MGE World Championship. And as you can see on the left side of the screen, walking away with a beautiful first place badge.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really actually talk about it, but those badges are actually so sick. Just like that,
They
even
really
the
are.
participant badge is
The participant badge
absolutely
is such a nice color, man.
insane. Just really, really cool. But yes, huge props and congratulations to kobe1920 for a just absolutely having an amazing time in this tournament. Just going through and dispatching all of his enemies with a some amount of a relative ease. And if it wasn't easy, he certainly made it look easy because, oh my god, just the shots that guy can just hit so consistently too. Like that's the thing. Like some of them, sure, you know, we've all hit some pretty nutty shots. Whether we're soldier, scout, or demo, but just the consistency that he was able to do it with is a absolutely mind-boggling, and I don't think many people were too surprised to see these two in the grand finals, both known for amazing MGE prowess, but kobe1920 able to definitively take it away and be numero uno.
And I mean, the trends, they say that Kobe won the previous 1v1 Spire tournament that MGE.tf had hosted. So is it really all that surprising that Kobe took home another 1v1 championship win? I guess we can ask the question to the man himself as he is joining us after his grand finals victory to give us a little interview. And I think the most important question I can ask right now is, how do you feel after winning $2,000 and conquering this tournament?
Feels fire. I'm more hyped about that badge though. I'm gonna need that badge.
Valid, honestly. The badge is very, very nice.
The badge is really, really sick. I guess coming into this, obviously this was kind of announced a little bit ago, and we kind of saw the different names come in and you know show up. Were there any when you kind of looked down the roster that you're like, oh, that's going to be a hard fight if I have to fight them? And were you expecting Yumyum to be in the grand finals versus you?
No, honestly, I didn't really have anyone in mind for grands. I also didn't think anyone was like that hard to beat. But Yumyum played like way better than I expected.
Okay, well.
It's just too easy for you. No one was that hard to beat.
Kobe,
oh
man.
my god.
he had
crazy.
no problems facing anybody in the tournament. I mean, are we really surprised by that? I mean, he kept sweeping pretty much every game he played almost. Wasn't the only game he dropped like earlier today, like the only game he had dropped, and then I think he dropped one against Yumyum, and that's it. Didn't he drop like 2 total?
So, I only lost to Yumyum twice.
So, I mean, So you've won the $2,000. Are you changing the 1920 to 2000 or?
Kobe 2000.
I got, yeah, you see it right there on the stream.
Yeah, we've overlaid it over your name. This is your new alias. I would suggest filing a ticket with RGL. Make sure that it gets
Okay.
changed, all that stuff.
One thing that maybe I was wondering, and we never really got to see you on Ammo Mod because no one was able to take you there. But with Ammo Mod, probably if you're playing against Yumyum, would have been primary only. Would you have done Soldier or would you have swapped over onto Scout?
I would have played Scout 100%.
Ooh.
I would have had to play Scout.
There's
Oh,
no
you
way
see
this
that?
is
You
your
see
setup.
that? That's what I was playing on right now.
There's no way. Okay, well,
This
you can
is
use
your
that $2,000
champion.
to
This
get,
is your-
get a better setup. Like, or maybe get something on those walls, bro. It's bare.
Hey, I got like a TF2 poster. I'll send it your way. Get you something on that wall.
Anything, bro. I need something.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, you don't need a godly setup to win a TF2 MGE tournament. You just got to have the raw power that you put on display here. Did this just kind of feel like a clip farm for you? I mean, the amount of air shots you were just printing out throughout the entirety of the cup of the tournament, I should say, is just
The first day,
unfathomable.
the first day definitely felt like a clip farm. And then I feel like this, like today, I was like just waiting around for the most part. Just waiting to play.
I mean, that'll happen when you keep 2-0ing everybody that you fight against. So that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I guess you had the luxury of, you didn't have to play as much as much as Yumyum and everybody else had to do. So you had that time to rest and everything, and you had a lot of time to just chillax. You could be pretty chill coming into the grands.
Bit more of I guess a question with no right answer or wrong answer, which some people may want to know, after seeing your very impressive performance in this MGE tourney, and also just seeing, you do impressive things in, invite sixes as well. What's your mentality like when it comes to, I guess, just practicing in DM and MGE? Like, how do you approach it? Do you just go in, you're like, all right, I'm gonna MGE to improve, or am I gonna MGE to win? Or is it just like not even matter to you, just log in and you're there to farm?
I kind of just, usually like when we play scrims, I'll kind of just play at 9 o'clock, so like no warm up. But if I do play MG, it'll be legit just for a warm up. I'm not really trying to play to win, especially when I play like teammates and stuff. Like it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I mean, most people I feel like use the MGE for a warm up, so I guess you just have a lot of that warm up experience going your way because man, put on a clinic today.
Yeah, and then we do also have a question. Obviously, you faced a lot of very challenging people, and apparently, they were no problem for you. No, so a little bit too easy. But one person that we were very excited to see wasn't able to make it. Logan, your G6 teammate.
True.
How do you think that would have gone? Now, you don't have to say, but who do you think would have been taking that battle?
Sorry, Logan. I would have had to do it to you.
Oh,
I would have had
to. Hey, he stands on business. He doesn't pull punches. It's a 1v1 tournament for a reason. Friends become enemies in this realm.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know if you have. Actually, no. I do have one last question. What's the first thing you're doing with that 2K trip to Vegas?
I'm gonna buy a 240 hertz monitor. Finally.
Let's go. Actually,
valid choice.
Very, very valid choice. Well, Okay. We do have actually one more question from production. Obviously, we did have a little bit of an international tournament, but they weren't. They had high ping, made it pretty hard to play. You played against a lot of international competition, most recently at the Fireside Land. Is there anyone from over there that you think would give you any trouble if it was on equal ping wise?
Probably both scouts, both WG scouts. I feel like XC would have done better this tournament if he had 5 ping.
Mm.
Just harder to play scout or dodge
Yeah.
with 100 ping.
Running around with like 150, 110 ping, it's not fun. It's so hard to do
Yeah.
anything. So
He's like
I
catching
can't
rockets
blame
that like
DC.
come out of screen like 2 seconds later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ping definitely sucked for the out of North America players and some of the South American players as well. I say some of the South American players. The one South American player, shout out Rico. But yeah, the ping definitely sucked. The most even matchup for those two was when they played each other, because at least the ping was pretty much even. It was like 120 and 136 or something, something like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, DC, do you have any more questions for Kobe?
I got one more from the chat from Nezia. What exactly do you do to train though? Like we heard that you MGE a little bit against your teammates, but do you also do like rocket jumping? Do you do any aim training outside of TF2 like Kovacs or just like aim trainer or aim lab, sorry? Or is it just all like you MGE and TF2 for a little bit, maybe hit the DM server and you're warmed up?
Yeah, my warm up is honestly I'll just play like other games, other first person shooter games. I'll play Fortnite, hop on the fort. I don't really play like TF2 as a warm up, to be honest. Or like even MG or DM servers.
Fair.
I don't know.
Is it true that you might have been playing Fortnite at LAN to warm up?
That might be true. That may or may not
You
be
can't
true.
confirm nor deny these rumors.
Cannot confirm
it's
or
just
deny.
up in the air.
Just a rumor. Just a rumor. Well,
Hey,
I think that's
you can't complain if it's a warm up and it works. It's a warm up.
true. I think that's all the questions from me as well. I mean, congratulations, Kobe, an amazing performance in this tournament. Any shout outs that you would like to give?
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Neptune for running this. Shout out to the fam watching, friends watching. Shout out to everybody who played.
All right. Well, I think that'll conclude our interview with the champion, the man who earned the belt for the first ever 1v1 MGE.tf World Championship, walking away with 2,000 clams, a beautiful golden first place badge that he can display with pride, and definitely gonna need to upgrade that monitor at some point. If that's, I hope that's not your main setup.
That's an old photo. That's an old photo.
I mean,
yeah,
if that is his main setup and he gets the 240, imagine what's going to be unleashed. Like he did
That's
that with
true.
with that little laptop. He gets the 240, going to be absolutely unleashed. It's going to be insane. But no, yeah, I mirror everything you said, Eki. Congratulations, Kobe, for winning, getting the 2K, getting the badge. Thank you, Neptune, and a Dolphin Rider, and everyone else in the MG.tf organization for putting this on. This was the MG.tf 1v1 World Championship. 5K on the line. Your first place winner is kobe1920. In runner-up, second place was Yumyum. And that's going to be it for us here at Fireside. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.